Okay, so with the newest Dokkan Fist Gohan and Piccolo out in game, we also got their banner units of Vegeta and Nappa card. Now, we're going to take a look at them at Free Dupe Link Level 1. Just a little quick view at them, see how they're going to do in game. I think they could potentially be actually a good, character compared to usual banner units. Because guess what? This character has defensive tech, right? Finally, a banner unit that actually can hold their own, I think, defensively. So the thing about this character is that if you have a Conquest of Terror or a Pure Saiyan category ally on the same rotation, poor Cord right there is just being a little funny, they actually do get Guard. And then if they're in the third slots, they actually have 30% damage reduction. So I don't know if I'm like really that big of a fan with them. Like in terms of like having to be in the third slot, maybe if it was like the second or third slot, I would be a lot more better about it, obviously, right? I mean, it'd just be better, like straight up better. But I think them being in the third slot as a floater, like in terms of them aging, they could potentially be like a really nice floating unit. Maybe if they gave like extreme class, like 2 key or something like that. Like, you know, I know that Gohan, after he actually revives, he gives 2 key to super class. Maybe if this character just gave 2 key to extreme class or even 3 key, just like some support as a floater. I really like my floaters having supportive abilities, but that's fine right there. They also do build up stats. With each attack they do, they get key 1 and 30% attacking defense. That goes up to 4 key and 120% attacking defense. Then in their passive, they also have an additional that has a high chance to become a super, I believe. But I think that's a great chance. I'm pretty sure it's a great chance. Dokkan Info says high chance, but I'm 99% sure that's a great chance there. So we'll see how they do. Not really the best links turn 1. I mean, we have Brutal Beatdown. I think that's Tough as Nails, and then over 9,000 that they do share with this Almond and Raisin, which is not bad. I mean, Tough as Nails is actually, I think, an overall pretty good link. The Tough as Nails link. Let me double check. That is Tough as Nails, right? Well, maybe are they getting? Yeah, they're getting all the links from this character. Let me double check. I'm trying to find them. There. It is, yeah. Brutal Beatdown, Tough as Nails, and then Fierce Battle. Tough as Nails at link level 10 would actually give you 5% reduction, so that could be helpful. They're starting off at 115k defense, so again, they're a character that will build up over time. I'm going to prioritize getting them a super attack. I don't really care about Ginyu or the Almond and Raisin getting supers at all. That's going to be fine. Yeah, defense not really looking that great right now, but again, they do build up multiplicative defense stats, and they don't really have a lot of their links active. So we'll see how things could actually end up being. Yeah, amazing key. 2.3 mil attack stat starting off. As they build up more and more, we'll see. But again, this is Free Dupe Link Level 1, so I'm not going to really expect too much from them. There's the additional, and then after this turn, by the end of their attack, and then they'll be able to build up. And we have to also consider, you know, them potentially going to be at a certain level of defense with damage reduction. Guard and damage reduction together is a very powerful combo, right? And I think this character, you know, I know chat, you're saying amazing showcase character. Slot 3 is their best slot, but that sucks for showcases. Yeah, they're a very funky showcase character. I think like when you're actually using them in difficult content, they're probably gonna feel better than what we're seeing right here. But I just want to give an initial view of what this character is looking like. Ginyu is getting obliterated here. Okay. I mean, yeah. Ginyu, without the Ginyu Force things and stuff like that, doesn't really look too hot. We have Raditz. I honestly, I don't know why I put Raditz on the team. I just thought it'd be funny. But is Raditz just gonna die? Oh! This is my Raditz dodge build. Okay. Sure. You know what? I'll take it. The Raditz dodge build came in clutch, I think, right there. Awesome. We can get the Vegeta Nappa guarantee dodge here. That's really funny. So we do get most of the links active, except for Fierce Battle. I think I'm going to keep this, though. We'll have it as like this. We'll grab that. We'll grab all this key, dude. They don't even share key. They don't even share any key links. That's very bad. So 184k. They're still building up. Dude, they don't even share key. Oh my goodness. This is the main issue with this character is like they don't really have good linking partners right now. Vegeta and Nappa are guaranteed to get their EZA this celebration. We'll see how they look like once they EZA. I'm not really gonna be too hopeful, but yeah, we'll see. Good night, One Piece. One Piece and Dragon Ball both goated. Good night. There is a double super attack right there, so one thing to also point out is that they do get 30% attack and defense on their super attack effects. So like on this turn, they could potentially be like at a... would they be like around 400 to 500k defense at free dupe level? That could be interesting. Oh, we could actually transform. What if I do that? We'll just transform with them. We're stuck on this first phase. That's crazy to me. We went on this first phase. This is turn 5. You didn't even get past the first phase. That is so funny. But now the Ginus are out, so they're probably gonna just a little bit start cooking. I mean, we don't have the full Ginyu Force lineup, but they'll start doing a little stuff, right? But now this character is gonna be fully built up, so we can better understand like the space for value, what their defensive abilities are gonna be like. We do have a lot of support next turn because of the Nappa and then the what's it called? Almond and Raisin here. Like this Nappa, I believe he provides how much defense support? 30%, and then for every enemy it's another 7% attack and 8% defense. So basically 38% defense support if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have most of Link's active except for I believe that is Sane Pride, which does give extra attack. Then this one is it over 9,000? I think so. That is over 9,000 that we're not getting, which gives 10% attack and defense, sure, but not really an important link right there, especially at link level 1. Just extra attack, right? They get a lot of defense from their links potentially, but they don't really, yeah, I don't know. So right here they're at 278k. That's them with their fully built up passive with a lot of support here. And then each super attack they do, they get 30% defense. So let's say if they're in the 3rd slot in this situation, but they're at the same defense level, maybe if we took away some of these links, right, they wouldn't be looking nearly as good. You know, and they wouldn't be double supported. I feel like, you know, if it was like slot 2 and 3 for the reduction, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. If you could run them a slot 2 and get that reduction, that could be good. On this turn specifically, they would, after one super attack, did they even hit 400k defense? I don't think so. On this turn, they don't hit 400k defense. If they double super it, they would. So if you think about this unit with like 2 dupes in them, they could probably hit like 500k defense range and then have guard plus 30% damage reduction. And it is a great chance to additional super. So it's like, it's not like it's going to be uncommon that you see it. And it's unrestricted, right? And especially if you have dupes, they get triple super. So I'm liking it. Like if you're running them as a floater and they get the full reduction, I think they seem pretty good. I would have liked if they maybe 444k. And then imagine that with the 30% reduction in the last slot, right? With guard. So yeah, I would say full dodge. Yeah, full dodge unit for sure. Full dodge into additionals sounds like the best build to me personally. But I think overall, what I've liked a little more, yes, I think if they gave, like, again, running them as a slot 3 unit also means that it's going to take longer to build them up because they're going to get less attacks. So maybe if they had, I would say, just like, look at this. When the attacked enemies attack or defense on, they're super effective. Take that away and give them like some support. Just 2 key to villains. Extreme class especially needs key support. Or like some way to like Rainbow Orb change. Even. Like some more unique tech that helps the team out. Rather than it's just like them being like a nice defensive slot 3 unit. Just my opinion, my take on that. So right here they're at 250k. I'm not sure what exactly their defense would be after a double super here. But at least, you know, another thing is that they're really good with ki themselves. So you don't have to worry about that. Damage reduction support? I mean, that'd be interesting. What if it's like 30% reduction to themselves and then 10% to the entire rotation if they're in the third slot? That would be pretty good. I would still prefer... would I prefer Ki still? I don't know. Because they themselves are good with Ki. If your rotation is like good Ki-wise, then it won't really be an issue. We're getting a double super again here. So yeah. I'm not sure what their defense level is. We have people in chat. Actually, we have telling us the math, so that's helpful. Right? But again, the biggest issue with this character, I think, is the team that they could be ran on. They're only under Raditz 200%, and then Ginyu's 200%, so they have very limited setups, I think, is the downfall for this character. But at least I feel like this is a unit that, like, you don't really have to worry about running them on a 200%. Like, you could probably put them on Mod Junior's team as a floater, and they'll be fine. I don't think they're really that reliant on links, though. Keep in mind, the entire time we did have Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails is a pretty strong defensive link that some villain have, you know, like Hachiak. Again, that actually Mod Junior does have a Tough as Nails, huh? Ooh. Yeah, like on the Mod Junior team, like you could have like Meta Raisin slot 1, Mod Junior slot 2, and then you could have this unit in slot 3 giving Tough as Nails, and they all share Tough as Nails. That could be really good. You have, again, Hachiak is a pretty solid unit overall. I'm gonna raise them themselves to have it, so it's not a bad thing. They're giving us a lot of like Tough as Nails characters, huh? That's pretty cool. Okay. We know our Vegeta Nappa is EZA's upcoming. They're Tough as Nails unit. Actually, that's not bad. Okay, I like this character, but let me know what you guys think for sure. And I guess I'll just catch you next time. Peace out.